knowing that you're helping so many people live a life that's at least bearable. They have no basic necessities, no clean water, no power, no sewage capabilities, no shelter in any near future other than their tent, and they got the rainy seasons coming on. There's so many children that don't have parents anymore. So it's not only they're dealing with a trauma of losing a leg or a limb, but they're also dealing with that trauma about losing their parents. The more you think about it, you're kind of stunned to try and figure out what can we do to help. How can we help? My name is Jeff Behring. I'm a volunteer for the Wheelchair Foundation. I'm also Director of Special Events and Advancements, and we provide wheelchairs to people all around the world. This past week, I had the rare opportunity and pleasure to help hundreds, possibly thousands of people from the devastated country of Haiti. A good friend of mine, Dan Catullo, gave me a call requesting help in being able to put together a trip consisting of a large airplane, doctors, and medical supplies to fly to Haiti to help the people there. I wanted to put this project into motion, so I called upon another good friend of mine, Chris Rudd from LA, to help put this together. As you know, it's extremely difficult to get your time slots into Haiti, but being a humanitarian organization, we were able to call our air handler Universal, and they were to get us a time slot in 1 week. That gave us 1 week in order to get all our doctors and our medical supplies in order and ready and on the plane. I called on a friend of mine, Glenn Perry, and Glenn Perry was able to instrumentally put together the doctors and the medicines that we so desperately needed to go along with the medical triage supplies we got from MedShare. Chuck Hott, who's the executive director of MedShare, gave us over 12,000 pounds of medical supplies. We also called Ben Drew, who's the executive director at John Muir Hospital, and he was willing to give us over $10,000 worth of medicines, vaccines, and antibiotics, which we desperately needed. The three doctors we had from John Muir Hospital was Abid Qureshi and Jorston Jacobson, both orthopedic surgeons, and Ramin Mahan, the plastic surgeon. Scott Strapp, the lead singer of Creed, along with the New Kids on the Block, both helped provide costly money for fuel. The military also helped us bring a lot of our triage supplies both to the central main general hospital and also to some of our facilities that we set up. When we arrived there, within no time at all, when we set up our tents, we had over 130 people in line waiting to be treated. Mostly scrapes and cuts and infections and other standard medical problems. Our doctors, they were working all day long. They only had 5 minutes in between each operation. In 1 day's time, they did 11 to 14 operations, which is unheard of here in California. And our nurses worked all night long. A lot of the work that our doctors did was all post-op work. And without this post-op work, there's no telling what was going to happen. It was going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. And there's a lot more work to be done. So we need as much help as we possibly get from anybody and everybody around the U.S. Along with all their medical supplies and doctors, we also brought 30 wheelchairs to help the hospitals be able to move their injured. There's just thousands and thousands of people who are going to need wheelchairs, and Wheelchair Foundation is doing what they can. They're doing their part. We have 520 chairs on the way now. We have another 2,000 planned going. We know much, much better now what needs to be brought. We want to make good with this knowledge and explain to people what we need and get the support so we can go back and help the Haitians before it's too late. By the time we got back, we're just all looking at each other going, what can we do next? How can we go back and help these people? And we're doing it. But we need help to do that. We need resources, we need funding. It's not going to happen on its own. So please, help us help Haiti. Go to the wheelchairfoundation.org website, join our effort, and donate now.